Hello and welcome to the monthly recap for August of 2016. My name is Thalric, as always, and yeah, let's pretty much just get into it. So, first of all, before we get started on some other numbers, let's talk about the number I'm very happy about, and that would be the new subscriber count. So, first off, let me and us welcome 25 new subscribers to my channel. So, hello and welcome. I hope you're having fun and you're still watching, pretty much. So, that does put up my number now to 152. So, we've cracked another 50. So, yay. Yeah, so once again, welcome. I'm very happy that you found me and that you decided to stick around, and I hope we can have some fun together. So, yay. I never know what to say in these kinds of positions, but that sounded weird. But I still am very happy about it, and I'm looking forward to you all sticking around. Hopefully. So, let us talk a little bit about the view time as well as the views, as I always tend to do right after the beginning. So, first off, view time itself has been down a bit again, about 6,000 minutes, I think, which sounds a lot last month. I think my total view time was about 56,000, and this month it's about 50,000. While views were about 3,500, I think, last time. So actual clicks on videos, and this month it's 3,800, so a little bit higher. And this, it's sometimes it's very weird and hard to for me at least to understand what that actually means and if that has any sort of significance or if it shows an upwards or a downwards trend, because it's pretty much the my channel is still very small, so these fluctuations can happen pretty drastically, I think, because if just one or two people just watch shorter videos instead of the longer ones, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are watching less of what I do. It's just that they are, for example, watching more time, where an average video is about 30 to 50 minutes, I think, instead of Blackball, where an average match comes in at about an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. So it's a weird mix. I can't really say if that's a good or a bad thing. I think that the overall hits have gone up is not bad. And I do see that my videos are still being watched and are doing pretty well. So it's I don't know how to read these stats, but I still want to talk about them a little bit. Yeah. So, just neutrally watched it or observed. It's probably a little bit worse than last month, but I have nothing to compare this to. Well, just the previous months, pretty much. But something else that might have been influencing that is, even though I wanted to, I never actually really streamed anymore. I couldn't really find the time, unfortunately. Or the it's I have some stuff in my in real life to work through at the moment that just prevents me a little bit from getting the nerve in or enough free time or however you want to say call it. It's just that I've when I have the time, I sometimes haven't been really in the mood to do that, so I didn't. But I do have plans regarding streaming, so we will come around to that again, and I hope that I'm going to stream again more in the future. Yeah. So that's pretty much it about the numbers. Overall engagement has been pretty good so far, if you can say it like that. So first off, comments itself have been down a bit, but likes on the videos have actually gone up. So more people are liking what I do for some reason. even though they're not commenting as much, which can once again happen. I think last month I got about 50 comments. This month it was about 35 or something like that, and the numbers are just so small that it's hard to read anything into that. So it might just be a weird month where one person haven't watched for a while and they usually commentate, so the comments are just gone, and so that's why the number goes down. And that's the weird part. I don't know. I always question myself about when talking about these numbers, because I really don't know how much they say already and how useful it is to talk about that. So I don't know. I'm still figuring this out, so we'll see. But let us move on to the current standings and everything, and what I have planned for the future. So first off, More Time is still doing pretty well, and if I look at the videos and see the most viewed videos or most watched videos, More Time is still up there. There's still a lot of, I think this month, over 30 people watched my Sisters of Sigmar campaign video, the first one. The number drops off after that a little bit, of course, because they maybe just wanted to see how the sisters play in the first missions. But there's still a decent number that is going through my More Time videos and catching up to the current state, pretty much. And that's always awesome to see when somebody just starts at video X and then goes through everything. So that's pretty awesome. The same happens in Blackball as well, but in More Time it's a little bit more noticeable, I think. Also, in More Time news, we have finished the campaign for the Sisters of Sigmar. So I'm currently thinking about what I want to do with them from now on, if I'm going to continue the warband or not, now that we would only be able to do normal missions, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But I might make the decision to showcase the witch hunters more and not do the sisters quite as much anymore. But we'll see about that, and that's something I'm going to have a vote about when that decision is due. But I'm very happy with More Time, and I'm happy that we finished the campaign, or maybe not. I just realized that the last story mission will come out in just a few days, so I might have to delay this video until after, so that there are no spoilers. So if this video comes out on a Tuesday and not on a Saturday or Sunday, you know why now. It's because I want to have the More Time video come out first. So we'll see about that. So let us move on to Battlefleet Gothic Armada, I think. So I think here I can talk pretty freely about that I failed the Iron Man campaign in turn 24. I screwed up, and because I didn't know how to differentiate between a lost world and a not lost world, because I think it was never actually explained anywhere. The comment section helped me there. They told me how I could see that. I failed my Iron Man campaign. So I took the time, about a week and a half or so, to replay the entire campaign without Iron Man, and we are picking things up where they left off, just without Iron Man now. But I'm going to assume it's Iron Man pretty much, so I won't load anymore now that I've started recording again. So if I fail a mission, I fail it. That's just it. But we are pretty close to the end there, I think, so maybe 1 or 2 more weeks of videos and Battlefleet Gothic will be over. And I do have some plans of what I want to do there next. I think I've talked about it last month already. So I would like to do a few shorter games like Limbo or Bastion are the first ones probably. They're older games, but they look interesting to me and I think I'd like to play them. So that's where things might be going. And I do have some other stuff after that as well. But if you have any game suggestions that you would like to see me play, please comment and let me know so that I can go check that out. And maybe they're already on my list, so we will get to them sooner or later. So that should be it about Battlefleet. and that pretty much just leaves Blood Bowl. So in Blood Bowl there was a lot of movement, and that means we are now officially in Season 3 of the Rekev League, and we have grown quite a lot. So if you don't watch my Blood Bowl stuff, a while ago I started my own Blood Bowl league together with 3 other players in Season 1, pretty much. In Season 2 we doubled to 8 players, and now in Season 3 we have 24 players, so that is just an amazing increase in numbers, and I'm pretty overwhelmed by that, actually. There is a video, the Season 3 Day 0 introductions and meet the team, so if you want to know more about that, go check out that video, so I don't want to go into too much of a detail here. So currently we are in Day 1, and I'm looking forward to that, and this actually plays into what I said in the beginning, or somewhere near the beginning, that I want to stream more again, because I will, from this point forward, I will start to stream all of my Blood Bowl League matches. So my Rekev League matches will be streamed on Twitch, and then I am also joining the G-Man, which is the European branch of the Reddit League, pretty much. So it's a 3-pronged league. You've got the REL, which is the Reddit Eternal League, which is mostly America, I think. Then you've got the G-Man, which is mainly Europe, and then you've got the Big O, which is Oceania, so East Asia and Australia and stuff like that. All 3 of them, they're a weekly league, pretty much. So there will be 1 match per week, and I'm going to stream those as well. And I hope I can fit that in, but since all of my opponents, or most of my opponents, should be Europeans, the time zone difference isn't that big, so setting up matches gets a lot easier, whereas in the Rekev League, we have now 24 players across over 10 time zones, and I think the biggest time difference is somewhere around 14 hours or so in some of the groups. Handling that in a weekly rotation would be a little bit too much for me, but it's just European, so I think it should work out fine. And I'm really looking forward to that league as well, and how I'm going to perform there. So if you've got any interest in Blood Bowl 2, and seeing me play competitively in leagues, I will stream those videos on my Twitch channel. Link is in the description, but if you don't want to watch that live or just can't, the recordings will, as always, be uploaded to YouTube, of course, so you won't miss anything there. Yeah, aside from that, my 3 Blood Bowl teams are still trucking along with more or less success. We've had some setbacks again, especially with the Lizardmen. Losing some Sorai really isn't fun. So I'm once again recovering a bit there. But aside from that, things are looking pretty good, and I'm having fun with the teams, and in maybe 1 or 2 more months, we might reach a point where we have to decide on a new team, because that's when I'm going to hit the 50 match mark, and that will allow us to, or will mean that I'm going to cycle out the team for the time being and start a new one. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Okay, that is pretty much it about Blood Bowl, I guess. So I've talked a bit about the future plans already, but I want to elaborate on that a little bit. So after we finish with Battlefield Gothic, I'm probably going to play a few shorter games, or shortish games. So games like Limbo are about 2 to 3 hours, I think, and Bastion is somewhere around to 6 to 8 hours, which is still a lot shorter than Battlefield Gothic, which comes in around probably 15 to 20, somewhere like that. So those will be on the weekends, although I am considering doing a bit more time again, so we might add a 3rd more time day, which would probably be Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, so that might happen. Also, I am currently thinking about maybe doing another experiment, if you want to call it like that, because as much as I like to do everything, I'm not really happy with the amount of videos I can do. If I could, I would do a Blackball video every day. I would do a more time video every day, but I can't. Well, I could, but I would be unhappy with it because what I would like to try out maybe for a month, if I can make it work, I'm not really sure I can, is start a daily series. So a video that is going to come out every day for at least 5 days a week, and the videos just going to be shorter, so like 20 minutes or something like that. So that would allow me to just make more progress, or just it's the continuation that is there pretty much. So in more time, I'm a little bit unhappy right now because I'm just doing 2 videos, on one on each warband per week, and that means progression is just horribly slow, which is why I'm thinking about maybe not doing the sisters anymore, or just doing more time. But with a daily series like this, there would be a constant progression pretty much, even though it's just 20 minutes at a time. I think that could be interesting, but I'm also trying to figure out a good game for that, because not every game is good for that, of course. So, for example, with Blackbow, that wouldn't work because I could split up in theory I could split up a Blood Bowl video into 2 halves, so one per each halftime, but I don't want to do that, and I think most would agree with me that that's just not a good idea. You want a Blood Bowl match to be in one video and not split up in 2 or in 20-minute portions. That doesn't make sense. But there is a genre, or there are some genres where that would work a little bit better. So, for example, I've been thinking about maybe starting up a tycoon game or a city builder game. So, for example, I just bought during the sale that is going on this weekend, I bought Prison Architect. I know it's a little bit older, but I think a game like this would lend itself pretty well to these kinds of videos. Or maybe something like RimWorld, which is currently in alpha still, but pretty playable as far as I'm aware. I've seen a bunch of videos about that game. And there's just so many games in that regard. Pretty much these city or tycoon simulation games would be pretty good there. So it's just a matter of figuring out a game that I would like to play there, or that would be interesting to play there. So if you have any ideas or suggestions about that, or just generally the topic of doing a daily series like this, please let me know, because I'm really interested in feedback here, because I'm trying to think about new stuff that I could try out and could do to see how they go. But it's not always easy, so I'd like some feedback. So if you're interested in helping me out there and planning with me, or helping me create a plan, just do. And no, I'm not shy. Oh god. Yeah, so I think this is pretty much it. So let's now I'm missing a word. Wouldn't be a recap video if I wasn't missing a word. Let's summarize. That's the word I've been looking for. Let's summarize. So Blood Bowl is going well, More Time is going well, Battlefleet Gothic is ending soon. I do have plans for replacements after Battlefleet, but I would like to do more in other stuff. So if you have any sort of feedback and would like to give it to me, and I really, oh wow, that sounded wrong again. Oh boy. You know what I mean. Something I like to say. So I think it's probably just best that we end it here. Before we end it, though, let me say once again, thank you to everyone that is watching my videos and watching me play, and and that you're enjoying what I do here is amazing to me, and I still don't understand why, but hey, it's your personal business. I don't judge. And I really shouldn't talk myself down like this. I should probably stop. So, regardless, thank you very much, and I hope you will stick around for a long time to come, and that I will and I hope that I can continue to do what I do here for your enjoyment and for my own, of course, because I wouldn't do this if I wouldn't have if I wouldn't enjoy it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my ramblings. Once again, if you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see me play more, pretty much everything, just subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope that you tune in next time and have a nice day. Bye.